What's good, guys? It's your boy Munchie here. Welcome back to the cook up. Today we are in the kitchen with a combo video. Yes, you heard me right, my boy. So it's going to be a Nouvelles deck with Herald support, and it's going to have an end board of 4 to 7 plus OMNI negates. Yes, sir, you heard me right. Yes. Oh, man. So excited to figure this one out. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. It's going to be up at the same time with the deck profile. Yeah, I did not forget about that. Gotta slide it up in there. Can't forget that back in your lunchbox when you go home. I got you. But let's just get up into it. We're going to be starting off with 3 free cards. Yes, you heard it right, and you heard it here first, folks. 3 free cards to keep your combo going, just in case any upsets or anything happens. Or, man, if you slide in, you might be able just to keep this combo in there. I'm telling you, it depends on how you want to play it. Check out the deck profile. Let me know if you want to do that. I could try and make it happen. I could let you know what else things I figured out. And also, with this maneuver, you can slide in any other ritual monster and ritual card just to add any one of them that you want into this deck. I'm telling you, it'll happen. It'll make it snap. You kind of can just side in whatever you want to make it work. But it's going to consist of 2 cards. That's going to be Diviner, the Herald, and our good old pre-preparation of rites. We're going to start off with normal summoning Diviner. On normal summon, send a Herald of Arclight from extra deck to grave to add to hand our Herald of Perfection. From here, we're going to activate our pre-preparation of rites to add to hand a Fish Recipe and a Bias. We're going to activate Fish Recipe, special summoning Bias by tributing Diviner of the Herald. And first chain will happen. Since we used Bias through Fish Recipe, it'll add to hand a Meat Recipe from deck or grave. Deck or grave. Yes, you heard me right. And then from here, we are going to chain, since we have priority, and we are going to protect what our priority is, which is going to be Diviner. So we're going to chain 2 Bias, chain 1 Diviner. Bias is going to excavate 5. Hopefully it'll add a card to hand, but it will not matter. That'll add to the other 3 that you have just to keep everything going, or if you need to maneuver if you get blocked through going your combo. Then we will end up special summoning through Diviner, Cyberic Angel, since we tributed Diviner. On separate chain, Cyberic Angel being special summon will add to hand a Ritual Sanctuary. From here we are going to activate Ritual Sanctuary, and we are going to use the first effect, which is going to be shuffling back a Fish Recipe into pre-preparations to meet the level 2 requirement of Diviner to special summon it from grave. Then we will activate the second effect of Ritual Sanctuary by sending Meat Recipe from hand to grave to add a Dawn of the Herald from deck to hand. From here, we're going to use level 2 tuner, Diviner, to synchro summon with Cyberic Angel being level 2 to get out a Cupid Pitch. Cupid Pitch first effect, since it was synchro summoned, you could increase or decrease the level of the tuner that was used to make it. And since it was level 2, we're going to increase on Cupid Pitch, the 2, and make it a level 6, and further synchro summon using Bias. Now, since we used Cupid Pitch, we are going to get out Ancient Fairy Dragon, and since we use Cupid Pitch, we are going to burn your opponent for 700, since the first effect, if you use this thing to synchro summon a monster, you will burn your opponent 100 times the level of the new synchro summon monster. And then you get to add to hand a level 8 or lower monster with 600 defense. In this case, it's going to be Gale Dagra for our combo. For right now, we're going to focus on Ancient Fairy Dragon to pop our now useless field spell, to gain 1,000 life points to make us 9,000 life points, and to add to hand and at the table. We will activate at the table to add to hand a Fish Recipe. From here, we are going to activate Ancient Fairy Dragon's second effect for us to special summon a level 4 or lower monster, which will be Gale Dagra, and we will proceed to activate its effect 2 times. Since we have 9,000 life points, we will go down to 3,000. So activate the first time, Ancient Fairy Dragon, or Herald of Arclight, my apologies, to get a Bala to hand. Then we're going to activate it again, leaving us at 3,000 for another Herald of Arclight to gain a Ben 10. Now from here, we're going to activate Dawn of the Herald to special summon Herald of Perfection, tributing Ben 10 from hand to get him on the field. Now we are going to chain 1 Dawn of the Herald, chain 2 Ben 10. Ben 10 will add 1 more Ben 10. Dawn of the Herald will banish itself to add that same Ben 10 we used for Dawn of the Herald to add it back to hand. From here, we are going to activate Fish Recipe to special summon Bala, using Ben 10. And we will chain 2 Ben 10, chain 1 Bala so we can actually chain block. And we are going to add 1 more Ben 10 and then our Nouvelles Omni Negate. From here we are going to set our Omni Negate, link our Bala and Gildagra into Dynamondo. Now, at end phase, we are going to activate our At the Table. At the Table is going to shuffle back 1 recipe card. So we are going to choose our fish recipe, and be sure to shuffle back 1 Herald of Arclight back into the deck. So it puts them at the bottom, and then we are going to draw 1 card, which will not be needed, but can always support. So it's going to add to the other 4 that you got going on, 5 other cards to help you and save you. Keep going with Omni Negates, because Herald to Perfection, all you need to do is send 1 fairy type monster from hand to grave to negate the activation of any card your opponent does. And it's not once per chain, not once per turn. Yes, you heard me right. It's savage. It keeps going. So from here, you already are ending with 2 solid Omni Negates from hand, 1 on board to stop Dark Ruler no more, and then 5 potential more Omni Negations. I'm telling you, it's crazy. On your opponent's draw phase, you'll be sending back Dynamondo to special summon back your Bala so you can use your on-field Omni Negate, but also with Bala being special summoned again on your opponent's turn, you get to add to your hand another fairy monster, which will be Poisonier de Nouvelles. And so that's going to set you up with 3 official Omni Negates, no questions asked, always, and then 1 on the board, so 4 total, and then 5 potential more to add to it. Your opponent can't play, can't work it, and it's up to you on how you want to further anything else. Thank you guys so much. Again, the deck profile is going to be up the same time as this video is. Be sure to check that one out. Like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what else you want me to move on to. But for now, get the hell out my kitchen. Appreciate you.